when I go on a date with my husband, I like to go extra. I like to do what he likes to see on me. Very rarely do I even get my eyeliner even. Because you know what? You know who notices? Nobody. Hey, you know what they're gonna notice? They're gonna notice that you look gorgeous. Hey there lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie, where I love to talk all things makeup, especially makeup tutorials. In this video, I'm going to be doing a date night look. Let's get into it. First and foremost, I'm gonna cover up these dark circles in the corner of my eyes. I'm gonna put like 1 to 1 1/4 pumps foundation on my hand. And just start patting that in all over my face. Let me know what you like to do for date night. Do you guys like to go out to eat? Do you like to go to movies? Do you go walk in the parks? I remember my first date with my husband. We did a group date, which was really nice because you know that you like each other, but at the same time, we were at college and we knew that we already liked each other, but just having some other people there to interact with, it just made it really fun. And then afterwards, we did kind of our own thing, after party, hanging out. We watched Guardians of the Galaxy. That was the first time that I'd ever seen that movie, and that's what my husband introduced me to. Now I'm gonna come in and put concealer just in the corners of my eyes. But what I would also love to hear are crazy date stories or dating stories. Tell me down in the comments. I'm gonna use some loose powder, put that. But it's really hard once you are married and you have kids to go on dates, but it's so important to keep, what they say, dating your spouse. Keep going on dates, keep flirting, keep, being romantic with each other. Don't lose that with each other, because life is long, and you married your best friend, you're with your best friend, and make sure you take that time to spend time with them. Okay, and now I'm going to be using the Natasha Denona Glam palette here. This is really an OG. I didn't actually hop on this train of using this palette or getting it for quite a few years after. And I'm just gonna come in and I'm gonna be doing a matte look. Usually I love doing mattes with some shimmers. I'm feeling a matte look tonight. Maybe I'll put a little shimmer or highlight in the corner of my eye. The color palette is beautiful. It is actually really helpful that it's named kind of so boring, you could say. I just came in with this crease color here because that really helps somebody who's starting to get into makeup, starting to get into eyeshadows, to know where they should be putting these colors. We hear all of these names, inner corner, outer corner, crease, outer lid, center lid, smoke. What does that mean? But to actually have it, I don't know what colors I should be using for each of those, to have it in a palette, it can come across really boring, but I think it's very actually helpful for those that are just starting out. So I'm gonna come in with actually the kind of charcoaly color called Lash Line. And I'm gonna put that just in my outer corner here. Bring some depth and dimension. Oh yeah, that's looking super good. Sometimes even my most, got too much there. Some of my favorite dates with my husband are just hanging out at home, watching a movie together, cuddling in bed or on the couch, Because like I was saying earlier, when you have kids, it's really hard to get out on dates, you know, if you don't have friends or family nearby to help watch your little ones. But it's really important to spend that time. You know, sometimes our dates consist of bringing our son with us, and he falls asleep in the car, and then we can just talk. We've done stargazing, and we just go on drives, and those sometimes are all you need. You don't need to do something fancy. But it's just getting out and spending that time with each other. So now I'm coming in with the color on my mobile lid called Transition. We've got, you know, a neutral, cool toned look here, and I think that's going to tie in super nicely with the rest of everything else that I have planned. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a liquid eyeliner actually, just to take this up a notch, because when I can't do this when I'm talking, but when I go on a date with my husband, I like to go extra. I like to do what he likes to see on me. Okay, so I'm going to come in and do an eyeliner here, liquid eyeliner. Can't do this while I'm talking. Just follow my lash line, almost kind of like I am tight lining my eye with my liquid eyeliner, because with my hooded eyes, I don't want my liner to take up too much of my eyelid. I want the rest of my eyeshadow to shine through. But very rarely do I even get my eyeliner even, because I have, with my hooded eyes, I have different, the folds are different and the hoods are different on each eye. So I'm not going to get it perfect every time, and that's okay, because you know what? You know who notices? Nobody. Nobody besides yourself. And especially your husband is not going to notice, or your boyfriend, or your fiance. You know what they're going to notice? They're going to notice that you look gorgeous, and that they get to take you out on a wonderful date to spend time, quality time with each other. And life changes happen, and so we need to keep dating each other. So I put on some powder to set my makeup, and now I'm going to come in with some bronzer. And generally, you know, it kind of depends where you're going. If you're going into a restaurant or you're going to a movie, you're going to want to go a little bit heavier handed, because generally restaurants are low light, right? They're pretty dark. And so I'm going to put on a little extra so that you're not washed out. I'm going to chisel that jaw and that down. A little bit of color on the nose. And I'm going to be coming in with another OG. This is Milani's Baked Powder Blush in Dolce Pink. One of my favorite. I've actually, if you can see, the dome is a little bit flat. Whoops, a little bit flat. I've actually worn this so much that I've been able to wear that down. This is one of my favorites. I even actually really like blush contouring with this. And I also like because it's got some gold reflex and highlight in it. So if I don't want to spend time putting on a highlighter, go, then I'm already very, very glowy. But I want to go a little extra tonight because it's date night. And I'm just gonna come on the other side with that Pout blush brush that I used. I'm gonna use light hand in a few places. And I will come in, use that as an inner corner highlight. I'm gonna brush up my brows. And then we're going to wipe off that extra foundation that I had. And then I'm gonna come in with a muted pink lip liner here. Because I was thinking of doing a bold red, which, you know, that would look super cool. But eating dinner, you know, giving my husband a kiss and things like that, I don't want to leave red everywhere. So I'm going to be coming in with a more muted pink. And with eating dinner, or, you know, oily popcorn and things like that, it's going to wear off a little bit nicer and not become all patchy. And there you have it, date night look that you can wear for your special outing, whether you are going to the movies, you're going to the racetrack, you know, very wearable, very soft glam, but you can glam it up by just doing a few extra things, taking a few extra steps here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and especially subscribe so I can create more awesome content like this for you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!